What's up, PlayStation Nation? This is PS Insight. This week we talk about PlayStation games coming to PC. Let's get into it. As of August 2020, PlayStation has been releasing games on PC, from Horizon Zero Dawn to currently Spider-Man. For games that's been out for about 2-3 years at this point, they've been selling really well on PC. But before I go in more detail with that, please like and subscribe because it really means a lot. As of May 2022, Sony finally updated their sales data for games on PC. Horizon Zero Dawn actually leads the list with 2.3 million units sold and 60 million revenue on PC. Their second PC port, Days Gone, which has 825 units sold, 22.7 million in revenue. God of War, which has 971 units sold and 26.2 million in revenue. And finally, their recent releases such as Spider-Man games, Uncharted, and Sackboy, they all seem to be heading in the same direction. And if you've been living under the rock, PlayStation actually acquired Nixon Software, a studio known for porting, for Sony's case, releasing first-party games on PC. And if you care enough, Sony expects to earn $300 million off its PC release during this new financial year ending March 31st, 2023. And that Sony finally gave us information regarding PC ports, it seems to be a success for PlayStation going forward. But I want to give my overall opinion regarding PC ports. I have a probably controversial opinion regarding this, and my personal opinion with this seems to be exclusive to me. It seems to be, talked about among the PlayStation community. Some PlayStation fans feel indifferent about this, and I kind of want to go lead into that. While PlayStation PC ports are great for Sony, I want to lean more into how hardcore PlayStation gamers feel. This may lead into fanboy territory, and I try my best not to make it that. If so, you can rightfully call me out and correct me here. Though with all that said, I also want to make it very clear that I don't have a problem with people playing games on PC. The argument I'm making is, what is PlayStation without its well-known exclusive titles? Like Nintendo, people think of Mario and Zelda. For PlayStation, it's Uncharted and God of War. While some of those games are finally appearing on PC, it makes you look at them differently. While sure, at core, they are inherently PlayStation games, but seeing them on different platforms is a bit jarring, especially to those who dedicate to the PlayStation brand. People buy these consoles for those certain games, and some even help to find PlayStation. Prior to all this PC craze, Spider-Man was the reason to get a PlayStation console. Same with Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War. But now it's like, oh, you can play these games on PC too. It's a bit jarring for me. I also want to point out how exclusive titles are viewed in a negative way now, when prior it was never a problem. You wanted a certain game, you buy that console. I'm not sure when that narrative changed. I'm also having a hard time understanding the point of this other than obvious reasons such as more profit for Sony. Duh. But you never see this insight energy towards Nintendo. Not to mention, while Nintendo has fantastic games, it's pretty clear those games would benefit more with better hardware, yet Nintendo doesn't do that. For PlayStation, I see the complete opposite of that. Those first-party games were fine prior in both technical and sales-wise, excluding PC ports. I also want to point out this key quote from the head of PlayStation Studios, Herman Host, as, quote, "I want to emphasize that PlayStation will remain the best place to play our PlayStation Studios titles at launch. But we do value PC games and will continue to look at the right time to launch each game." As of right now, I'm 70% sure with Herman. Maybe it's just me because he seems to understand the mindset of people like myself regarding this entire thing. He understands PlayStation Studio titles are a main reason to own a PlayStation platform. And how things are now, games that's about 2 to 4 years old gets ported to PC at the same time frame. So compared to Xbox, PlayStation isn't fully committed to releasing first-party games day one on PC. It's like they're self-conscious how this will benefit console sales going forward. And judging how things seems to be, playing the game on PlayStation console seems to be the main focus for them. When porting to PC, it comes off as pocket change and potentially diminishing the reason to own a PS5 going forward. I mean, shit, with all this PC porting talk, it makes me wonder they're gonna do a PlayStation PC launcher soon, especially for trophy integration, but I don't want to drag on this conversation any longer. So with all that said, I'm still mixed with the PC porting thing, and I kind of feel bad because it makes me like I don't want people to experience these games. I do. But it's also weird coming from someone who grew up playing these games like I buy a PlayStation console to play a PlayStation game. I buy an Xbox console to play Xbox games, and with Nintendo the same reason. But these games are more imported to PC, and it seems to be giving Sony some little bit of profit. I mean, the way they're being distributed seems to be more reasonable for me. I'll probably extend that a little bit longer, probably like 5 years after it originally released. Like Spider-Man 2 comes out 2024. Wait 5 years or so for that game to release on PC. So it gives people the reason to justify the console purchase. And I think this PC porting, for me personally, in my opinion, it kind of makes the purchase seem less, I guess, what special is the word, or less like it doesn't have any significance to that purchase. Because like to see a game coming to PC literally 2 years apart, it's like, damn, I could have just waited. You probably got it cheaper too, maybe, but that's probably isn't going to be the case. It's all going to be $50 up. But you see what I'm saying? I don't know. I think we're just too caught up with the brandings, and we're so stuck in the old ways. At least my generation of gamers, we're so stuck into the old ways of buying these consoles for exclusive games. That said, also even mentioning these games are inherently still PlayStation games, no matter what platform they are. So that also matters. When you see that PlayStation Studios logo on that game, it's still a PlayStation game. It's just on a different platform. So I don't know. I think we're just in a weird conundrum right now from people who's stuck in a certain way, like myself, and not realizing the industry is changing. And Xbox started it. PlayStation going to continue doing that while they kind of limited on how they're doing it compared to Xbox. They're not doing day one releases, but they're still committed to releasing PC games. So yeah, there's that. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. See you on the next one.